स्क्रीनवर ओके हॅलो नमस्कार सर्वांचं आजच्या लेसन मध्ये स्वागत आहे. Good morning one and all. I hope you will enjoy today's lesson too. We are going to see some idioms and phrases here in the lesson. Thank you so much. So Rekha ma'am, she will play a video regarding this. Rekha ma'am. Rekha ma'am. आवाज नहीं येत आहे.
How can understanding idioms make me a better reader, speaker, listener, or writer? Let's get started. An idiom is an expression that cannot be understood from the meaning of its separate words, but must be learned as a whole expression. What? Huh? Okay, I know that sounds confusing, so let me explain. Idioms are a form of figurative language, which means the words cannot be taken literally or exactly. Literally? Exactly? Let me show you an example. You may have heard someone use the idiom, "It's raining cats and dogs." In a literal or exact sense, this expression would look something like this: "It's raining cats and dogs." But the meaning of an idiom is figurative. The words and meaning don't exactly go together. "It's raining cats and dogs" really means it's raining very hard. People use idioms every day when speaking English without even realizing they are doing so. "These groceries cost an arm and a leg." This can be really tricky for people learning to speak English. An arm and a leg? Maybe I should shop somewhere else. Authors use idioms to communicate a special and precise message to the reader. Famous authors like William Shakespeare used and even created many idioms that we still use today. In fact, it is estimated that there are at least 25,000 idioms used in the English language today. Oh no! Yikes! How will we ever learn them all? Relax. I don't think any one person actually knows all of them. The important thing is to understand that the words used in an idiom are not literal. They mean something else. Practice your understanding of idioms in real life when you read, "You are the apple of my eye." Watch TV, "I'm glad you didn't get cold feet." And especially when you listen and speak to others at home and other places, "This game is coming down to the wire." May we practice now? Sure. Can you make it rain cats and dogs again? That was fun. Not this time, but I've got some other ideas. Let's explore the meanings of some of the more common idioms you may encounter on a daily basis. This cupcake is out of this world. So a literal interpretation of these words would cause you to believe that a cupcake is floating around in outer space. Hey, come back here! But of course, idioms are a form of figurative language. This cupcake is out of this world really means, "This cupcake is delicious! Yum!" That was silly! Let's practice again. Okay, let's practice again. I am going to toss my cookies. A literal understanding of these words would make you believe that someone is going to throw cookies up in the air. Woohoo! What's going on in here? I just baked those! But idioms aren't literal. They are figurative. "I'm going to toss my cookies" really means I am going to be sick, or I'm going to throw up. We hope he feels better. Thanks, so do I. Next we have, "You're driving me up the wall." A literal interpretation would look something like this. "Help! Let me out!" But an idiom isn't literal, it is figurative. "You're driving me up the wall" really means you are irritating me. So remember, idioms are a form of figurative language. The words in the expression have a different meaning when put together. The best way to learn idioms is to practice them in real life when you read and listen, and to use them when you speak and write. That was a piece of cake! Aho now! I'm glad it was easy for you. You are doing a great job using idioms. Thank you for joining me at Grammar Songs by Melissa. Enjoy other videos about related topics at grammarsongs.com.
Good.
For just
Thank you so much, Rekha.
$57, you can make as many videos as you want.
So
Never.
the video is finished now. If you have watched it carefully, can you answer some questions? Are you ready, children? Hello.
Yes, teacher. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So now you have watched the video. Tell me what you have gathered, what you have come to know. What are your ideas? What we are going to guess that idiom means what? You can answer me in Marathi also. So what is an idiom?
मुहावरे वेगळ्या प्रकारचा विचार करायचा.
Yes, right.
वेगळ्या प्रकारचा विचार करायचा.
Okay. Yes, right. Very true. You are near it. Okay, you are halfway right. You are not getting the word correct, but yes. Well try. Very nice. Ishika, can you tell me a Marathi word for that? When you use something like some expression, but that doesn't mean that what the word says. It is called literal meaning. As the word says, it is not the same, but it suggests you something different more than the words. Okay. So what it denotes, what it says, it is not the same meaning, but what it connotes, what the meaning that is hidden meaning. Okay, some another meaning. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे एक सिंपल आपण काय बोलतो लेकी बोले सुने लागे बोलायचं असतं सुनेला पण आपण लेकीला बोलतो ना आणि मग आपण म्हणी वापरतो केव्हा केव्हा आपण टोमणे देतो आणि अशा पद्धतीने बोलतो की जेव्हा आपण तो टोमणा मारलेला असतो त्याचा अर्थ वेगळा असतो किंवा अजून एक शाल जोडीतले देणे बरोबर ना आपण असं वाटेल एखाद्याला ज्याला कळत नसेल अरे माझी किती स्तुती करतात पण काय स्तुती वगैरे करत नसतात त्याचा तो मिनिंग नसतो सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड अ फिगरेटिव्ह मिनिंग what the words say itself, that is what words say itself, that is literal meaning, literally the prima facie, what you see on the surface, what it actually suggests, that is different. Okay, so that is called figurative meaning. So when you learn, when you listen to or when you read to any idiom or phrases like this, it is not that it is suggesting, it is saying the same word, the words appear to you, but the hidden meaning is there, there's some other meaning is there, so that is called figurative meaning. आपण मराठीमध्ये अलंकार वगैरे म्हणतो ना तसं उपमा देतो बघा एखाद्याला की हे असं आहे की चंद्र कसा आहे किंवा एखाद्या सुंदर मुलीचा चेहरा चंद्रासारखा कसा आहे तर चंद्र कुठे आणि ती मुलगी कुठे but here what we do, we compare between two different things, and that is what actually we do here when we say idioms like as ... as. So we are going to learn more about idioms and very simple word for it in Marathi, that is म्हण. आपण म्हण म्हणतो ना कोणाला माहिती आहे का मराठी म्हण एखादी तरी
टीचर घर खाली.
Okay, very good.
इकडे आड तिकडे वीर.
Okay, can you tell me any idiom in English? Nice, very nice. मला इंग्लिश मध्ये सांगाल एखादी?
Tit for tat.
Very good. Tit for tat. Very nice. And see, it is said that behind every idiom there is small incidents or there is some story. आणि story शिवाय अशा म्हणी येत नाहीत. And this is our wealth actually, that is makes us our language very rich, and it is like ancient time, from generation to generation our people says and they use it in their language and then it passes through the generations. Okay, so that is how we come to know. And if we have grandmother, grandfather at our house, we can have some idioms in their day-to-day conversation. Otherwise, we will not be able to listen to all of this. Okay, now we are going to watch some more slides and then we'll come to know what idioms are. Okay, so let me share my screen now. Just a minute.
टीचर तुमचा माईक बंद केलाय कोणी? टीचर तुमचा माईक बंद आहे.
एक मिनिट. Okay. So what do you see here on the screen? Can you read? Isha, please read. What is it?
Idioms and
phrases. Phrases.
Revision.
Yes. So we are going to do idioms and phrases revision. So what phrases are? Two or more than two words, that is called a phrase. Okay. It goes together. So this is called. And here what do you see there in the corners?
Some animals.
Some animals. Okay. What are they? Can you name it?
Snake, frog, fish, cat.
Okay. So please note it down. Okay, note it down the animal's name, because I am going to give you some work, that is homework. We are going to search something like that. Okay. So take down the names. Only 4 animals are there, and write down their names in your notebook. Okay. Can I move to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Thank you. So 4 animals there were on the slide, and I hope that you have taken down the names. And at the end of this lesson, I am going to ask you for a homework. Okay. Now see here on the screen, you can see something that is like a test we are going to do, just a revision test. You can see there as, some adjectives are there, and again as, and then some names. If you see how it is framed, the form you can see on the top. Okay, in oval shape, blue oval shape is there, and in that you can see how the form is, how the idiom is framed. So we are just going to see as. Okay. So as plus adjective, and we know what adjective is. Divya, what is an adjective? Divya, what is an adjective? We have learned in last lesson. We have revised all
Good.
adjective. You can check the words in the bar. See
Teacher,
in the
also
rectangle. Blind, busy, hungry.
Blind,
These
busy,
are all
hungry,
adjectives. So
free,
adjective.
busy, hungry, free, sweet,
Sly.
sly,
Quiet.
quiet,
Quiet. Not quite. Quiet. Okay. So what are these? Adjective means what? We have learned 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, adjective. So what is adjective? What adjective tells about?
विशेषण टीचर.
Don't translate here now. You know it is Visheshan. Yes. But what it says about information about what? Noun. Very right. Yes, very good. So adjective means the word says more about noun. It gives you more information, additional information, something special, like quality. That is adjective. Okay. Now you can see on the right hand side, in this rectangle, what are they? A bat, a bee, a bear. Noun. Yes. So what are these adjectives? They are for these nouns. Now, can you guess? We are going to match. Okay. So left rectangle with right rectangle. As blind as. I'm going to do one. It is already done. Okay. As blind as bat. You can see there bat in the pictures. Small pictures are there, and there is a bat on the top. Yes. As blind as a bat. Now, Prathamesh will tell me next matching. Prathamesh, go for next now. You can as
hungry as a fox.
Good try. Okay, we'll see. Next, Sanjana. Will you try? Sanjana.
As busy a bee.
As busy. Don't drop a word. As busy as always go together. Okay, when we compare as dash as, always it is the same. So don't drop. As busy as bee. Right. Okay. Good. Now Shraddha. Shraddha. Check.
Yes, teacher.
Huh? Go for an idiom. Check what can you do. Try.
Ma'am, I can say Sanjeevani.
Yes, okay, Sanjini, go ahead.
As free as a bird.
As free as a bird. Nice. Yes. Good.
Teacher, I
Then,
say as sick as a dog.
As sick as a dog. Now you come to know what is there. Actually, I asked you to do, but yes, you are getting it now. Okay, next. Who will go? Nachiket.
As sly as a fox.
As sly. Sly means cunning, clever, witty, but not in a good sense. That is very, very cunning, having like a bad sense.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
As quiet as a mouse.
Yes, as quiet as a mouse. Very good. You can see mouse in the picture. Now which remain? Is there anything remain?
As
Yes.
wise as an
Where is wise? Okay, so good. This is done. See, here are some adjectives and there are some nouns and all are. What are they? What are they? In which category all this you can say? What is it? Are they humans?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
they
Human beings.
Are they human beings?
No.
Are they you and me?
No.
Are they you and me?
Human beings. We are human beings, but these
Ah.
are not human beings. These are birds and animals.
Yes, okay.
Animals.
Very nice, man. So these all are animals, though they are living things, but they are animals. So we are going to see idioms about animals. Now see, again there is a quiz for you. Before doing that, what exactly we are going to do? You have to choose which of the following is an example of an idiom. Okay, so there are 4 examples next to you and you have to choose what is an example of an idiom. So I ask Isha to read the 4. Isha, you will read 4 sentences and Sanjana will tell me the answer. Yes.
The mile run was a piece of cake.
Next
The mile
sentence.
run was easy. The
Yes.
mile run was so easy that
I wasn't.
wasn't even breathing hard.
Yes.
The mile run, 2 minutes, ma'am.
Was.
The mile run was the easiest thing have
Bas.
ever done.
The mile run was the easier thing. Okay. So now, Sanjana, these 4 examples are there on the screen. What do you think that is an example of an idiom? As we have so far learned, see, we are still learning, but we have to guess what can be an idiom. Because idiom is not just the words that you say, it suggests different meaning. So check and tell me. Any other also can try, okay? If Sanjana, she is not. Sanjini, yes? Yes, Sanjini.
Third.
Third one, the mile run. Mile run means mile, that is distance. Okay, 1 mile, 2 miles. So the mile run was so easy that I wasn't even breathing hard. So it was so easy. I completed without like means I was not at all tired. Okay, so
Yes.
easy. I just
First
finished.
sentence. I think first sentence, the mile run was piece of cake. That is
Yes.
so easy.
Yes. See, the mile run, all these sentences are saying that the mile run was so easy. Means just running a mile was really, really easy. That is not a distance for me to bother. Okay. So what was, how it was? Very, very easy means a piece of cake. A piece of cake means very easy just to have and then enjoy. Okay. So very easy task. See. Who will read this? Divya, are you going to read this? Divya. Okay, Prathamesh, will you read it? Prathamesh. Hello.
Yes, teacher.
Please
Teacher,
read it.
I say.
Yes, please. Who is this?
A piece of cake, a
Yes.
task that can be
Accomplish
very easily. Example, there are only 3 dishes instead of 50, so washing the dishes
tonight.
tonight will be a piece of cake.
Very good. See, when you read, when you say something, you always have to watch or care for the punctuation marks. So here are the punctuation marks in the sentence, that is comma and exclamatory mark. Okay. So reading with punctuation is very much necessary. Okay. So you need to know where to stop, where to halt for a while, where you halt for a longer, and how to express your feelings in better way. Okay. Now see, good. A piece of cake. And here you have the incidents next to you in a picture. A task that can be accomplished very easily. Accomplish means finish, complete. Okay. So a task means any work given to you or any work that is taken upon like from by you also. So whatever task, whatever work you are doing, that is very, very easy to be finished. That is a piece of cake. See, accomplish means complete, finish, to get it done. You can take any. Now, example is that the girl you can see is washing dishes. And she is saying that instead of 50, so every day she is washing 50 dishes. So that is a really great task to wash 50 dishes. But today, how many dishes she is washing now? How many?
3.
Just 3. So 47 dishes are less today. So how much work is less? So 3 is just apan म्हणतो ना हातसमळ. That easy task that she is saying that there are only 3 dishes instead of 50. So washing the dishes tonight will be a piece of cake. So is she actually getting a piece of cake? Is she actually getting a piece of cake?
Yes.
Is she actually getting, तिला खरंच तो केकचा पीस खायला मिळतोय का?
That work is easy.
ऐका, what she is doing? She is washing dishes. Every day, how many dishes she washed? She used to wash 50 dishes. 50. Now see, if you are doing a lot of work every day, but today the work is so less that it is just nothing for you. Just 3 dishes washing and 50, you can compare these 2 tasks. And when you compare, so 3, that is very, very easy. आपण असं पण म्हणतोय का चुटकी सरशी काम होईल ना? So she is saying the idiom. So she is using the idiom. Now see, the word doesn't take literally. You don't have to take the literal meaning because she is not getting any piece of cake here. But piece of cake means it is very, very easy for her. So she's relaxed now. Otherwise, every day she is getting exhausted by doing that much work. Okay. So here, is she getting a piece of cake? तिला खरंच केक मिळतोय का? तिला खरंच केकचा पीस कोणी खायला देतंय का? नाही.
No.
See, what the words are saying, it has nothing to do with actual meaning, because actual meaning is different. जसं मी तुम्हाला म्हटलं, सिंपल गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची. लेकी बोले आणि सुने लागे. जेव्हा एखादी सासू असते की नाही, ती सुनेला बडबड नाही करत, ती मुद्दामून तिच्या माहेरी आलेल्या मुलीला बडबड करत असते. हा, तुला तर सकाळी उठून खायलाच लागतं, एवढी काय तुला कुठून भूक लागलेली असते. पण ती तिच्या मुलीला बोलत असते का? ती खरं तिची मुलगी असं काही करत असते का? नाही. तर ती बोलत असते तिच्या सुनेला. आणि म्हणून आता हेच लक्षात ठेवायचं. म्हणजे त्या मुलीला खरंच आईचा राग येतो का? Because she is knowing well that what mother is saying, that is not for me.
तिला माहित असतं की ती तिच्या सुनेला टोमणे देते.
तेच मी सांगितलं की she is knowing that this is all not for me, but for the lady who is there in the kitchen, and she is there for the whole day working, and I am the one who is enjoying everything because I am at my mother's home. But she is there and she doesn't bother the things saying by her mother. Same thing.
टीचर, तुमचा माइक म्यूट झालाय.
मी नव्हता म्यूट केला, तो म्यूट झाला होता. ओके.
आणि टीचर, मला पण माइकची रिक्वेस्ट.
आता मीनिंग कळाला. So just fit into your mind that whatever idioms occur to you, you can see on the screen, you can read it or you can listen to it. It has not the same meaning, but it is suggesting you the different meaning. Again, we are going to learn more. आता बघा, आता हे तुम्ही जे आपण मराठीत बोललो की नाही, हेच इथे इंग्लिश मध्ये लिहिलंय. काय लिहिलंय? Idiom means what? An idiom is a short expression. Expression means what you express, what you say, what you produce. See, whether you say it in a like verbal way, जसं आपण बोलतो तसं verbally, whether you are expressing it in a written form, तुम्ही लिहिताय, or whether you are reading an expression by other author, कोणीतरी लिहिलेलं तुम्ही वाचताय. So any expression, whether it is verbal or in textual, that means something different. See, what are the words that you have to highlight? Means something different than its literal translation. So literal म्हणजे शब्दशः, literal translation is different and suggested meaning is different. So don't just understand what the words say apparently, what the words say, like what is their primary meaning, but decide, understand what it is suggesting you. More than that, the hidden meaning under these words. Okay, and let's see more. So now we are going to see some idioms about animals. So here you can see some animals and their idioms.
Yes.
See, what is the first picture?
Horse.
Okay, Isha, read the idiom first.
As sly as a fox.
Okay, as sly as a fox. You can see there a fox. Can we say that fox is a good animal? When you say something about other animals, we can say some qualities. Okay. Like lion is really very, very brave. Giraffe is very tall. So what quality of fox is here?
The fox is very clever.
Very clever, witty. Like it is clever, sly, cunning. Not in good sense, because it is something selfish kind of intelligence. Okay, so that is called sly. So if there is any man like this, cunning man, cunning person, that is called a sly as a fox. So it suggests a cunning person. It has nothing to do with the fox, but it is what we use for a person. let it be a man or a woman. But if it is a cunning person, we say as sly as a fox. See, whatever idioms we are learning, we need to read it, need to write it, and then we have to use it. Then only you can remember it well. Now, second, Prathamesh, read second one. Come on, Prathamesh.
I can't.
As stubborn, as
Teacher,
stubborn.
I can read Sanjana.
Yes, Sanjana, go ahead.
As stubborn as a mule.
Mule. As stubborn, stubborn as a mule. Stubborn means very adamant person who is not ready to change, who is not ready to listen to you. That is stubborn. आपण एक चांगला शब्द त्याला म्हणतो हे केक वर. Okay. So stubborn means an adamant person. Okay. Who is standing straight, not willing to change anything. He is not changing at all. He is not going to listen you at all. And that is what mule. Now what mule is, the animal you can see in the picture, that is not actually horse. Again, it is not a donkey, but that is a hybrid of, means mixed species of horse and a donkey. So horse plus donkey, when they are combined together, when a new species formed by these two different animals, the third species or the third animal, that is this mule. याला आपण मराठीमध्ये ना खेचर म्हणतो. So male horse and female dog, the hybrid, their hybrid, it is called a mule. आणि मग त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतं माहिती, दोघांच्या पॉवर असतात. So it is stronger than the donkey. It is stronger than the donkey. We know that horse is, it is like, it stands for a power. Okay. So very powerful, where too much strength horse has. So it has horse strength and it has some qualities of that donkey also, like carrying luggage, everything, that is donkey's quality. So both combined together, and so the nature is stubborn. Okay. So as stubborn as mule, it means a person who is not at all ready to change. He is the same all the time. He is stand by his opinion, whatever is there, whatever is thought or believes, he is not ready to change. An adamant person, that is called stubborn. This person who is not flexible at all, who is not changing at all. Okay, that is stubborn. Now next.
I can say Sanjana.
Yes, please. Yes.
As brave as a lion.
Okay. Now, can you tell me something? Here is a quality of a lion. So lion is brave animal. He is, what we say about lion? Can you tell me what we say about lion?
As king as a lion.
The king, when you say not a king, the king. He is the king of the jungle. Okay. So he is so brave that each and every animal in the jungle scares. Okay. They actually, they fear for him. Like they have, like when lion is there, when lion roars, and when they listen to lion's roar, they just start to run here and there. Okay. So lion is so brave. So brave means he stands for bravery. Yes. Yes. So, yes. Having too much power, strength, and courage. That is
very
called,
strong.
Yes, very strong. That is called a brave. So if you have come across any person like who is very, very free to face any situation he can just face, and he is not running from the situation. He is not saying that, yes, I am accepting my defeat, I am not going to do further, but accepts every challenge, accept every hurdle, and stand straight to face it. That is brave. Okay. So if any person is like that, having qualities like that, then it is said that really that man is as brave as a lion. Okay. Now next, Isha, please read next.
As white as a mouse.
Yes, you can see, or have you observed that how mice means more than one mouse. Okay, how they do their work. If they are running in your houses, if they enter in your house, how they very yes,
Eating some kaju.
here अच्छा kaju or peanuts, it is peanuts. Okay, let it be whatever he is eating, whatever, but how they enter in your house very calmly. They are very silent, quiet. You will not come to know that there is something moving. So if there is a mouse in your house, you will only come to know if something happens, something like things are scattered in the morning, you can see, or something that it is like, you can see that that is not something scattered on the, means on your floor, or something is not in place. If you are you have kept the things or your food that is not their place where it was kept earlier, so something is missing, something is not good. And then you can come to know that, yes, there is something in my house. And it is a mouse. If mouse is there, it does it work very silent way, in very quiet way. So very like quiet, silent. His appearance will you not come to know. आपल्याला समजतच नाही आपल्या घरात उंदीर आहे. इतकं शांतपणे फक्त आवाज येतो कधी जर जास्तच फुडफुड झाली तर, अदरवाइज very silent. Next.
Ma'am, I can say.
Yes, please, Ishika. Who is that? Sanjeev, yes.
As strong as an ox.
Okay, so ox means, do you know what is other word for
Yes,
ox?
ma'am.
What is other word for ox? There are two oxen. Okay, one is ox and